In this video blog, I'm going to talk about condoms and fucking raw diggity dog, raw dog, without any protection. And why do we actually do it? So, the title of the video is sort of misleading. This is not a video teaching you guys how to fuck girls without condoms. I don't think I have to teach anybody how to fucking do that. It comes naturally, right? So, let's begin. The other day, a guy named Sinatra, he's a cool dude on Facebook, one of the guys in Pickup who I really respect. He's coming up out of New York City, my home per se. And he posted about fucking girls without condoms. And, the whole story behind it as far as how easy it is and how guys go about it. And he gave me a plug in the post. He mentioned, an article I wrote years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago. He had cited a few excerpts about fucking girls without condoms and how easy it is to make that shit happen. Definitely with a condom throughout your whole life and expect to procreate, expect to have kids. It's not gonna happen unless you're gonna freeze your fucking semen and have your girlfriend artificially inseminated at a sperm bank or the doctor. You're not gonna do that, alright? You're gonna put your dick in the pussy and you're gonna ejaculate in the girl, hoping to have an offspring sometime down the line. It's natural, right? That's been going on for millions of fucking years, right? That's if you subscribe to my theory, but if you are, let's say, a religious type of person, that would be 6,000 years, right? So I had to take a jab at the religious folks out there. But anyway, so, I got a little sidetracked there. But point is, at some point in our lives, we have to fuck without condoms. Be it on the first occasion while you're a virgin, or be it on the occasions where you're trying to copulate and procreate and replicate and multiply and have kids. You're gonna not use a fucking condom. No one listens to them. So, and like I said, one of the reasons at the core of it all is because habits and what's in our genes, what's in our nature, and the fact that we want to procreate. Here's the deal. Here's another great point that you must grasp. Whenever a woman has sex, on an instinctual level, on a biological level, on a subconscious level, it is to have kids. It is to get impregnated. When a woman has sex, she's literally doing it in order to get pregnant. Now, consciously, she's not doing it for that purpose. Maybe, the word is still out on that, but consciously, she might not be doing it to get pregnant. But on a subconscious level, on a biological level, she is looking to get pregnant. All right, she's looking for a guy to breed her. That's the purpose. That's why she has sex. And even on that note, in societies like in the Middle East, in certain parts of the Middle East, people aren't actually having sex with the pleasure purpose of being at the top of the list. If you want to prioritize the way they have sex in certain parts of the Middle East, it is to procreate and have kids. Pleasure is on the second level. Alright, this is why in certain parts of the Middle East, you would have guys or fathers who had fathered like 20, 30 kids. And this is a common thing. You have men with 20, 30 fucking kids in certain parts of the Middle East. Because these guys were fucking with the purpose of having kids. That was the sole purpose. It's to procreate. It's to impregnate his wife or his female, his girlfriend, whatever the case may be. So those guys knew the concept which was there from the beginning. When you come together with a girl and you have sex, it is to bear kids, hopefully. So they stuck to that in certain parts of the Middle East. Now, in the Western world where we are total heathens and we don't give a fuck about, that shit having, like sticking to the script of what we were put on earth to do. We don't give a shit about that in the Western world. We just have sex for the pleasure's sake of it. And I'm cool with that. I'm down with that shit. I have sex for the fuck of it. Alright, but the point is, sex for a man or male or female has always been for the purpose of, reproduction, replication, multiplying, multiplication, and having kids, basically, in layman terms. That's what fucking has always been for, to have kids. Alright? So, this shit has not changed within a girl's mind from, prehistoric times. She has the same brain, guys. You have to realize that shit. She has the same wirings and workings and is the same fucking system as her foreparents. And this is the same as the title alluded to is women do not like you to use condoms. Women are actually against the use of condoms. But if you, on a surface level, if you're a guy laying down with a female whom you have never slept with, quite naturally, by her reactions to having sex without a condom, you would think that she's totally against the idea of having sex without a condom. And this, in pickup parlance, this ties into the whole ASD, anti-slut defense sort of mechanism where the girl doesn't want to seem slutty with a guy whom she doesn't know because she's still in the impression stage, trying to create an impression. So she want to give the greatest impressions possible. So, saying that to say, a girl is gonna pretend as though she's safety conscious, protection conscious, and she's gonna require the guy to wear a condom. Not because she truly wants that, but because she's trying to put on the impression that she's a good girl. She's not a wanton slut, a dirty fucking whore that's gonna fuck dudes without condoms, Times or chances that she would ever tell you, show me the condoms so I can see it. Why doesn't she do this? Why doesn't she require every guy to show her a fucking condom before you put your dick in her pussy? Because she doesn't care. She doesn't want you to use a condom. She prays that you don't use a fucking condom. That is why she doesn't want confirmation. She doesn't want you to show her the condom. In fact, if you show her that you actually have a condom, part of her dies. She gets a bit upset on the inside. Because remember, her hopes is to get pregnant. Her hopes is to receive your semen inside of her vagina. So the simple fact that you bought a condom and you showed it to her, if you would, it would totally kill her vibe. Now remember, because of her anti-slut defenses, she's not going to tell you, hey, I'm upset because you actually have a condom. She's not going to tell you that because she's trying to pretend that she's safety conscious. But in all reality, a part of her dies because you actually have a condom. So this is why when a girl asks you, prior to sex, just before sex, this is why when she asks you, do you have a condom? She doesn't require you to actually show her physically. She just wants to go by your word. That's all. She wants to take your word for it. This chick doesn't know you. She doesn't know you sexually. If it's a girl whom you've been with just for the first time, she doesn't know you sexually. But she's taking your word for it. She's taking your word for it. She's trusting your word. The simple fact that you said, yes, I have a condom, that's all she wants to hear. But she doesn't know if you actually have a condom or not. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane when you think about it. Women are actually trusting guys whom they don't know by the guy giving a simple yes in affirmation to her question of whether he has a condom or not. And I've done this many times. I actually field tested this shit throughout the years. I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to test this theory of mine. Women hate condoms. I came to that realization and, I theorized on it and, it became my thesis per se. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to put this shit to the test. I'm not going to just be like these fucking mental masturbators and write these theories down and not even test them. And it would proceed. The sex would continue. She would never ask me, no, I need to see it. I need to see if you actually have a condom on. They don't do that. Chicks don't do that shit, dude. They want to fuck without a condom. They don't do that. They hate condoms. So chicks are literally taking guys' words for it. I mean, it's so mind-blowing when you think about it. But as I've learned, though, on a real level, it is no more mind-blowing to me because I know what's going on instinctual level. I know what's going on a biological level. I know why it is that a girl want to fuck without a condom. I know why it is that she wants to do that. You know, it's her old brain. You know, it's what's inside of her. It's in her DNA. It's in her genes. It's in her nature. You know, it's in a man's nature also to want to fuck without a condom. It's in a man's nature to want to impregnate as much females as he could possibly humanly do. So, so really break it down. It is not surprising. It is not shocking. You're going to rarely ever find a girl who truly is against having sex without a guy wearing a condom. So either way, it shouldn't be a difficult thing to achieve. I mean, I just don't know how much simpler to put it. You know, a girl will put up token resistance. She has to do it. The girl has to tell you, wear a condom. She has to tell you. She's going to say it. You know, because of what I mentioned before. She doesn't want to seem slutty. She doesn't want to seem dirty and nasty. She doesn't want to give the impression that she has sex with guys without any condom. Because if she has sex with you without any condom, what happened to the other dude? What happened to the other dudes fucking her? What happened to the 10 other dudes who were before you? She probably banged them without any condom too. So she doesn't want to give that impression. So she's going to put up a facade. She's going to pretend as though she's safety conscious. But that's all it is. It comes down to a case where the girl knew the guy didn't have a condom on. But she didn't care either way. So she allowed penetration to take place. She allowed sex to go down. Likely, she had asked if the guy had a condom, and the guy had said yes, or even the guy said no, but she still proceeded. I may be wrong. I may be wrong by saying that I believe, you know, most cases of pregnancy out of wedlock happen this way. I may be wrong, but history and my experience shows me, and from what I observe in my case studies on shit like this, I find that to be the case. So guys, anyway, man, I want to end that video blog on that note. You know, it's a very powerful thing, and I implore you to read my article, you know, about women not wanting guys to wear condoms, because